Hello Lensmen, in this simple tutorial I'm going to teach you about the different git commands that you can use. For the sake of this tutorial, we are going to start with git add, git status, git commit and git checkout. So those are some of the commands that I'm going to be showing you in this simple tutorial. As always, I'm just going to open my git bash on the desktop. But depending on the folder where you will be working from, make sure you open that folder into Git. So right now I've just opened Git on my desktop. I'm going to create a simple folder here, make directory, so mkdir, make directory, and I'm going to call it my site. And Git will go ahead and give us this site. So we have created this site using our Git command line interface. Then let us navigate or enter this folder. So cd stands for change directory. Then you can write the name of the folder that you want if it's simple, like my site as we have done. But if it's really complicated, you can just write cd, then carry the folder, and they will give you the root path, and just press enter. So right now we are inside this folder of my site. Currently the folder is empty, but now we want to create some simple files in it. So to create files, we just write touch, then the names of the file, so touch space index.html, then I want style.css, then I want app.js. So the moment you press enter, 3 files will be created inside this folder. I'm not going to make this tutorial about programming, so we are just going to write some simple markup that we are going to be working with, but I'm not going to write complicated code because we are focusing on Git. We want to see how Git controls your projects. So I'm going to open this current working directory into a text editor. You can be using the Windows Notepad, Notepad++, you can be using VS Code, any text editor that you'll be using. So I'm using VS Code for this tutorial, but if you have Sublime, there's nothing wrong with that. Just get this folder and open it in your favorite text editor. So I'm going to open VS Code by writing code dot. So we are telling VS Code to open in the current directory that we are working with. So code dot, and they will open the text editor in that current directory. So I can close out this folder, we don't need it. What you're seeing here is VS Code having these 3 files that we created. Then right now Git does not know anything about these files or about this folder that we're using. Now to let Git know about this folder, we need to initialize this working directory by writing git init. So we are initializing Git in this current directory. So press enter and I will say initialized empty Git repository in this root directory. So we have just initialized Git in this directory. So here they are showing you a simple file. It's called .git, and it's a hidden file because right now you cannot see it or anywhere in your folder. So it's where Git saves all the changes that we are going to be making. Right now let us go in our HTML index.html file. you just style the button, and when the user clicks it, we see you subscribed. So that's the simple styling that I want us to be having. So right now we are having our simple markup, the files. We have app.js, index.html, and style.css. So as you saw, we initialized this working directory, the my site folder, for Git to know about these files. So right now, if you are to write a simple command called git status, as its name suggests, we are trying to check the status of this working directory. So what's going on in this directory? And right now they are telling us we have untracked files in our working directory. And the good thing with this interface, they show you how you can add files to the staging area, and I'm going to also talk about that. So right now, this status, this command that you're seeing here, git status, it just gives you the status of your working directory. So what's going on in the working directory? And right now they are telling us we have untracked files, so Git does not know anything about these files. And for Git to know about them, then we need to push them to the staging area. And to do that, we use a command called git add. So here they are showing you in the syntax. Just write git add and the file name. Then I'm first going to show you the first way or simplest way to do this. Write git add and also write the name of the file, so app.js. So right now app.js will be pushed into the staging area. But what if you have a lot of files and you don't want to write each file at its on its own? So to do that, you just write git add dash capital A, so git add all. So that's also another way of adding these files to the staging area. And to check if these files are pushed to the staging area, again you just write git status, and here they will show you that yeah, these are the changes that are waiting to be committed. So right now all these files are pushed to the staging area, so Git is waiting for you to decide, do you want to save these changes that you have put to the staging area, or you want to remove? So let's say we don't want to push this to the staging area, the app.js. Here Git shows you a command that you can use to unstage or remove that file from the staging area. Then let us try that, because we don't want the app.js file to be pushed or saved. So we can say git rm, short for remove, dash dash cached. Then you write the file name, so it's app.js. So what you're seeing here, git remove dash dash cached app.js, and that file will be removed from the staging area. Let me first clear the screen. So if we run git status, they will show that these files are ready to be committed, or they're in the staging area, but you have untracked files that are not added to the staging area, so which is app.js. Then it's the right opportunity right now to show you another command that you can use in case you don't want to use this git add-a. If you don't want to use this command of adding all files to the staging area, then you can just put a period or a dot. So git add period. So this will add everything in the working directory. So this one is another way of writing -a. So -all or put a period. So we want to add this app.js back to the staging area, and I can write the file name, but I won't show you this. So also this can work. You'll be adding everything in that working directory to the staging area. So just click enter, and also our app.js will be added to the staging area. So if we check git status, so I hope you're getting used to the commands. So git status checks on the status of the working directory. So changes to be committed, all these files are ready to be saved. So if you want to remove a file, they always display for you the command to do that. Then run this git remove -- cached and the file name. So but everything looks fine, everything is working. Then let us look at the next command. So the git commit. So this is like the secondary save in the Git's world. So when you write git commit, you have to pass in the m flag, and what this m flag stands for is for message. Let's say you have added some styling to the header section, then it's here where you write your message. So I added this and this in the header section. So right now, since this is our first commit, the message that we are going to pass in is going to be initial commit. But remember, this is user defined. You can write anything that you want, but since it's the character and this is our first commit, then the message that I'm going to pass is initial commit. When you press enter, then git, did I write commit correctly? Git commit, we pass in the message. So I don't know where this T came from, but it's not supposed to be there. Commit, then press enter. Why are they seeing two T's there? Let me first clear the, so we write git status, git status, then we write git commit, then -m, and we say initial commit, and press enter, and they are going to save our files in the git history. So right now all our files are saved. So even if somebody comes later, let me first clear this. So right now what we have done is we have saved this first. We have taken a screenshot of these files. So right now Git is having everything about these files in its memory. So right now, even if somebody evil comes and does something like this, removes all that, saves, closes the file, goes to the app.js, removes that, saves, closes that, then closes that, then if even this person is too evil to this extent that he goes in this folder and does something like this, so carries this, takes them to the recycle bin, and they are too evil that they even empty the recycle bin and they close the project. So you don't need to worry about anything. Git has you covered. So right now you can see we have lost everything, and this is where the git checkout command comes in. So right now all our hard work has been deleted. The person went to the recycle bin and removed everything, and Git comes to the rescue. You just write git checkout -- and the period. So what we are telling Git is bring back whatever was inside this directory that you once saved. So when you press enter, then Git will bring back all the files that we had lost. So as you can see here, we have the files back. Then also our files came back here. So if you have to check, all this information will be back. So nothing has been lost. That person, evil person, thinks that he has hurt us. Nothing has happened. So Git has got us covered. So those are some of the commands that you should look out for when you're using Git. So in case of any slight mistake, if somebody comes, adds some fake lines here, saves, goes to this side, adds some fake information, so, and you come and you don't know what has happened, you don't want to commit all that, just bring back this press enter, and Git will remove for you guys the unnecessary stuff that person added there. So I hope you guys got something in this video series or tutorial. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Peace.